So hello, love. So, we all hear so often now about building our self-worth and our inner value and knowing the importance of who we are in the world. Because when we do that, we also know that about other people. We don't have to come from a place of self-importance. We don't have to come from a place of oh my goodness, I feel like I need to expose my all of my wonders to the world because we're confident in who we are. We're comfortable in who we are. And then we can go about doing what it is that we do in a better way. And I think one of the greatest ways that we can do and to express ourselves is to know ourselves in very well in a way where we laugh at ourselves, where we have humor about some of the things that we do that are silly and they bring joy to ourselves. And we laugh and giggle at ourselves and sometimes laugh out loud. So I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I've done and I do many more than this, but these are just really funny, and they're things I've told people, and they get such joy out of it. I thought, you know what, I'm going to share this with all of you. So it was a couple weeks ago. I was going to be in a meeting and it was earlier than most meetings I attend. It was a morning meeting and fairly early in the morning. And I was wanting to, get all cleaned up, get my shower, get my makeup on, get my hair done and everything. And so I would look decent because it's a Zoom call. So I just wanted to look good for this particular call and for this meeting that I was going to attend. And so I was in a hurry and I was thinking about everything I needed to do real quickly to get ready to be to the meeting on time. And I got in the shower and I thought, you know what? It's really foggy in here. Why is it so foggy in the shower? And then I realized I had my glasses on. These. I had my glasses on in the shower and my glasses all steamed up. And of course, they had drops of water all over them. And I just started to laugh out loud. I thought, I don't know if my husband heard me or not because he was clear on the other end of the house. He probably didn't hear me, but I just, it was so funny. And so I was just laughing out loud and it started my day out well. Yes, I got to the meeting on time. I didn't tell them at the time what had happened because it was kind of a serious meeting. But it started my day out well. And I thought, you know what? I need to do this more often. I need to really find ways to really laugh at myself because it's silly. It's just silly stuff that we do. So another thing I did, and I've done it 2 different times, is I love my morning coffee. I make espresso. I have a little espresso maker, and I'm making the coffee, and it smells so good. And I'm like, why does this coffee smell better than normal? Wow, I don't know. And then I realized I hadn't put the carafe under the coffee maker because I don't turn the overhead lights on to make coffee because there's enough light coming from the windows outside for me normally to make coffee, but I forgot to put the carafe underneath. So the coffee is spilling all over the counter. And the thing is our counters are made with, they're like a brown granite. And it's a dark brown granite that's mottled with, other colors. It's really pretty, but coffee blends right in. So I cleaned it all up and, took a sponge and cleaned it all up and made sure that there was no coffee on the counter. Got my cup of coffee, had to make another cup of coffee because most of it was on the counter. And so I didn't have enough for my cup. So I made another cup of coffee. And my husband said to me later, "So did you spill the coffee again?" Because I had done this before. And I said, "Well, how did you know?" And he says, "Because the coffee spilled all the way down the front of the dishwasher, and the dishwasher's white. So this big pour of dark brown going all the way down the dishwasher to the floor, and there was a puddle of coffee on the floor, and he cleaned all that up." And I thought I'd cleaned up my mess, but I didn't realize that that had happened. So, we have to laugh at ourselves. And I have different things almost every day where I'm like, I am so glad I can laugh at myself because I would not be happy with myself if I couldn't laugh at what it is going on in my life. So, every day there's something, almost every day. And I think it's just important to grin at what's going on and to just kind of laugh out loud. And that if you want to tell your friends about it, then it's something funny. And I've got something in my eye right now. So that's a little funny. That's a little something to laugh about, I suppose. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because I thought, let's be light. Let's be joyful. Let's kind of share some of the funny things, but also laugh at yourself. It's a good thing to kind of know what's going on in your life and to realize how human we are. I certainly know how human I am. But, this kind of brings me again to what it is that I teach every Saturday. Every single Saturday, I teach a class, and it's art and soul master classes. And I teach neurographics, but I also teach, I won't be teaching this just yet, but I will be teaching uh, mandalas. But I also teach things like calligraphy, different types of art, different kinds of sketching. It's easy and it's fun, but it's transformative. And I will say, if you want to be your own alchemist, this is a really good way to do this. And an alchemist is someone who engages in transformational work for themselves and for the people that they serve, people in their families, people that they work with, people and animals and the world itself, what it is that you can do to be a transformative life force for the greater good of the world around you. And so you can do this through art, believe it or not. It's really amazing. And I teach it every Saturday from 11 to 12:30 Mountain Time. And it's a master class and it's growing. And I have a lot of people saying, gee, I want to attend. I want to come. Oh, I can't make it that week, but they will come and they will come when it's good for them. And right now I'm having it on Saturdays at that time every Saturday, but I may end up doing this other times of the week. But I'm just kind of waiting to see how it's going to work. But it's fun and it's exciting. And I do this work every single day myself. I spend an hour and a half of my time doing this workshop just by myself, for myself, so that I can fine tune it to the place of where what it is that you do when you come and join me, you will be absolutely amazed at what it is you can do. And every time I do a workshop, I start it with a guided meditation or with a story. And I might even tell the story of what I just told you because it's funny. And it might get you to giggling and it might get you to come into that place within yourself of where you are feeling the joy, feeling the happiness, feeling, the inner giggle. And then you do some drawing from there. It's pretty exciting what you can do in color, shape, form, movement within your pictures. And this painting behind me isn't necessarily a neurographic painting, but I actually painted it for my book and it had mandalas in it. And even though it's not really a mandala and it's not neurographics, it's still a joyful painting. So it's got all of these swirls in here and spirals of different colors and shapes within it and it makes you feel good. So that's what the art's about, is to take something that's on your mind, putting it onto paper. And I'm getting people that are saying it's transformative for them. It's helping them create courage in their life, creating transformational ways of thinking. It's causing them to have joy. They're seeing things in their lives unfold. There's all kinds of things. And I'm not even going to tell you about it all right now because it's amazing. And it's one of those things you need to just experience yourself. I'm here to help people remember who they are and to experience it. And how we do it is through the activities that we take advantage of and what it is that we can do to bring joy into our own lives and therefore transform our own lives and therefore be something even greater still for those that we're in service to in whatever way that you serve. So leave the joy, let it come right from the inside out. Let it just express. And I would say, I don't like making fun of other people because I grew up with people that did that with other people. And I thought it was mean. But we all tend to do that sometimes. We can kind of joke about other people and that kind of thing. But what it is I'm talking about is an inner joy of something that we do that's kind of silly and something that it would be fun just to express it and share it with someone else and just to go, look at the silly thing I did the other day. And I've shared this with a number of people and they think it's really funny. So please know that the love that I extend to you every day includes joy. It includes happiness. It includes this place within us that we come home to ourselves. And I know this for you because I know it for myself. And so, as Grandma used to say, love you bunches. Bye for now.